All right, so I've given this some thought earlier, and as you know, it is currently September and getting close to mid-month, and basically it'll be fall pretty soon, right? I know today is one of the worst days to ever reflect on, which is obviously 9/11, and so many lives just being lost in those twin towers that unfortunately just came down from just a total disaster. You know what I mean? As it's already now, I think it's the 24th anniversary. So yeah, I remember I was in school. Yeah, I was barely just starting my freshman year when that tragedy happened. I don't know, is it like the second week I started high school? Because I think I was just coming out of my art class, my drawing and painting class at the time. So, and then one of my classmates, Ramon Cerna, he was a good guy. He told me about what happened, and it was all over the news, man. It was crazy. Oh my God. America got together. I remember seeing plenty of flags on every one of my neighbors, at least a majority of my neighbors' front yards, and I think I did mine too. Oh shoot. I just did my shoot around and I totally forgot to show off that pinwheel. Oh shoot, I just totally forgot. That was totally my bad. I had to bring it with me, but it's all good. The win was what mattered. I made 2 threes. I was 2 for 2. Well, actually, if you're talking about actual threes, not fours, because I missed all my fours again. But yeah, 2 consecutive threes to put myself up for good, and never turned back. And I won that game, the Sims Park game. It was, technically it was just like holding the ball after 10 seconds, even despite that mid-range miss, I already won the game. If I called my 2 timeouts and missed both threes, right? So it's all good. I mean, yeah, just that was all that mattered. And I said it in the intro that I have not played a road game at all. And when I was supposed to play at Willow Park just last Monday, that got canceled. And then the game here at my home court went out with my visitor. So that's both of those games are yet to happen next week. So hopefully I can make them happen, and I'm pretty sure I can make Willow Park happen. So anyways, I don't mean to ramble off. I know today is one of the worst days to remember, 9/11, and just seeing like all the footage, how it happened, and oh my God, like New York City, just when you thought, man, it might have been like a wildfire or something just covering the sky. No, just those 2 towers were just down, and oh yeah, man. And just a very, very sad day, you know what I'm saying? And America just totally got together, and yeah, man. So alright, so let's get to this topic right here. So I've given this some thought, and I think that this may pretty much save save myself from what appears to be, as I'm battling through a really, really tough situation, my outside life. And, once that finishes up, at least I know it's going to be really tough to just go through the process and all that. But in the end, while it is September, later in the month, it's already Halloween season. Now, Halloween is definitely one of my favorite holidays, especially with Halloween season just being one of my favorite holiday seasons. In fact, at this point, to me, I think my most favorite holiday season. Hell, I gotta really enjoy the scary stuff, right? Because I'm all about the scares, the chills, the frills, and just seeing a lot of scary stuff, friendly, spooky, deadly stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just, I think at least that can really save me to where I can really enjoy my holiday season. Because technically, really, it's like I would start off the bird season with the fall vibes around me, and and then obviously the football season, and then later on we get to the really scary stuff, which is Halloween season. And I know me and Eugene would usually do the all the haunted stuff, the haunted mazes, to get ourselves all scared and stuff, just to break off reality and just whatever problems we have, just really just trying to get ourselves out of sadness, and just to really enjoy ourselves through all the scares and just monsters just harassing us, and you know what I'm saying? So I just want to get into that mode, really, because I feel like it's going to immediately get me off of whatever I'm going to be feeling like in this current situation. So just looking at monsters, just listening to Halloween music, hell, listening to terrifying music. I think that's going to give me some good smiles and laughs. And I think, like, even with this personal situation that is just currently happening right now, and at least even if that finishes, the good thing about in the coming months is that, hey, we got people who are going to be screaming at the monsters, and the monsters are going to try to they're just going to scare them left and right. And I'll be watching some horror movies, other Halloween movies, Monster Mash, Hostel, Saw, Nightmare on Elm Street, Casper, Casper the Spirit of the Beginning, Casper Meets Wendy, what else? Ghostbusters, Halloween Town, Hocus Pocus. Like, come on, man. You see, now just talking about this, I think I'm gonna get really excited about Halloween. It just, like, I think this is a good thing. And now with Anna asking me to do the flyer for the Halloween potluck, I think I'm just gonna really start putting some Halloween music in there, just to get myself going, because it's my favorite time of the year. It is, because Halloween is just everything you can imagine as far as darkness and just all the, what do you call that? Just the immorals, the evil, I know when you think about death, like, man, just ghosts, it's just celebration of just horror entertainment, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I mean, I think this will definitely save me, because, had this been like August or July with this personal situation, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be summer still, and I know that it's not really the kind of, there's no holiday season yet that's enough to just get me going. And right now Halloween season is getting closer, so I think I can find myself something to be happy with, even after this personal situation finishes, whenever that would be. So I'm not gonna dwell on it too much. I know it was really sad just having to just go through this thing, and especially just knowing that it's still hard. But the more I think about Halloween, I think the more I can give myself plenty of just plenty of time, and just plenty of enjoyment, so where I can really feel like I'm like I'm scared and I'm like, oh my god, don't hurt me. You know what I mean. I want to go to Knott's Scary Farm this year. I also want to go to Dark Harbor. I want to go to Universal. Hell, let's go to the Haunted Hayride, man. Or 17th Door. Not